What's up everybody? So today we have another unboxing for you guys and I hope you're ready to rip and tear until it is done because we have the Doom The Dark Ages Collector's Bundle. So let's get right into it. Over here we have the back of the box, which is a really nice picture of the Doom Slayer. And on the side we have the game's logo. And leaving the best for last, the front of the box, where you can actually see the statue itself. This collector's edition also comes with a physical copy of the game for the Xbox Series X. And not just the physical copy though, because it's also the premium edition, which comes with a bunch of extra digital goodies. Without further ado, let's open up the box and see what's inside. So let's get right into it. This collector's edition also comes with a SteelBook for the game, which we'll get into it a bit later. And of course, the statue. And I think that's all we have in the box. Alright, so now let's take a closer look, starting with the SteelBook. Here's the SteelBook for the game. As you can see, it's pretty much all black except for that logo right there, as well as an outline of the Doomslayer's new weapon, the shield saw. And on the back, it's all black as well, other than the game's logo. Now, this SteelBook does have a bit of weight to it, so I'm assuming there's something inside. Let's see. And there is. But first, let's check out some of this beautiful artwork from the game, and let's have a closer look at what this is. So this is the red keycard, which is similar to the one seen in the game, which can be used to, open doors to progress or, open secret passages and stuff like that. So you can take a look at the details over here. It looks like a few scratches here, as well as some glyphs, and of course, a spooky face of the makers, I think. Alright, so that's what comes with the SteelBook. And here he is, the big boy himself, the Slayer, or better known as Doom Guy. And even though he looks super cool right now, his look isn't even complete yet because it comes with a separate cape piece, which attaches to the Doom Guy at his neck at two separate points. So let's go ahead and do it. And there we go. Now that his cape has been attached to him, he looks super comfy. But you know what else is comfy? A Secretlab chair.
At Geek Culture, Secretlab is our everyday ergonomic buddy. Whether we're making videos, writing up a storm, or gaming for hours on end, we are comfortably seated and feel right at home without the aches and pains. Secretlab provides ergonomic support from head to toe, with a dynamic lumbar support system that adapts to your movements along with a proprietary medium foam cushioning that optimizes pressure distribution. They even have accessories like the ergonomic recliner add-on to keep your legs elevated and well rested at any angle you like. For more information, check out secretlab.co.
Alright, so let's get into the details of the statue. So first up, his armor. It's the classic Doom armor we all know and love, but it's now been updated with a more medieval flair. You can see there's chains, chain mail, leather for that ancient look. And the attention to detail here is pretty good. You got things like blood spatter. Even the seams of the leather, you can see it's asymmetrical. It looks like it was handcrafted. But let's start with the base first. You can see that because the Doom Guy is such a badass, he's literally standing on the skull and bones of his fallen enemies. We got some pretty gory details of a carcass over here and skulls, because everyone loves skulls. Alright, so let's take a look at his weaponry, starting off with the shield saw, the latest and greatest addition to his arsenal. Oh, why does the Doom Guy have a shield, you might ask? That's because Doom The Dark Ages actually has a parry system, yeah. So you can actually use this shield to block or deflect attacks. And you can see here, the shield actually is pretty detailed as well. You can see there's a lot of battle damage over here, as well as individual blood spatters on each blade. Now that is sick. And not only that, but if you spin it around here, you can actually see a little mechanism here that the Doom Guy uses in-game to rev up his shield like a chainsaw. That's a pretty neat attention to detail right here. And moving up, we have what appears to be a minigun of some sort mounted on his shoulder. Now this seems kind of similar to what he had in the previous game, which was a flamethrower. So now he has a minigun and it looks pretty cool with each individual bullet here modeled. So I think that's a pretty neat attention to detail right here. And of course we have his cape over here, which is made of some kind of fur material. And it also has that bendy metal inside, which allows you to kind of pose it in any way you want. You can make the cape flap in the wind, you can make it stick closer to his body and all that good stuff. Spinning him around, you can see more details over here, like even his veins in his muscles and the details on his power gauntlet. This is a really intricate figure. And finally, of course, we have his iconic double barrel shotgun. But not only that, because his arm is actually detachable and he comes with an additional accessory, which is a flail. And it's even attached on a chain and you can swing it freely. Yeah, so you can have two choices. But let's take a look at its details. So over here we have a spiked ball and of course a pretty decently length chain over here which leads up to the grip and of course his hands. So yep, these hands are interchangeable. You can simply plug out and plug in. So you have a choice of either the flail or the shotgun. But if you ask me, it's shotgun all the way, baby. Overall, this is a really substantial statue. It's really well made. It has all these intricate details, the interchangeable arms, and not forgetting that majestic cape. And it really highlights just how much of a badass the Doom guy is. And I think this will be an awesome addition to any gaming collection. And there we have it, guys. This is everything that comes in the Doom the Dark Ages Collector's Bundle. So, which part of this set was your favorite and will you be getting the game? Let us know in the comments down below. And as always, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and all that good stuff. This is Kev, and I'll see you guys in the next one.